Hello guys, good morning to today's class. So first of all, the good news, we are almost done with all the activities. So here are some instructions about the very last chapters of the book. And after that, I will explain shortly a little bit about your last activity for this trimester, as you don't have the project synthesis in this time. Okay, good. Let's start right away. Okay, good. They Tom and Huck, they're on this farm and they are trying to liberate their friend Jim now. So the two boys desperately try to liberate Jim, but of course it's not so easy. The next day, Tom convinces Jim's keeper, he is called Ned, who believes that witches are haunting him, that they need to bake like a witch pie and give it to his slave Jim, so then he will be free of the witches that they are haunting him. So he plans to bake a rope ladder into the pie in order to liberate Jim, but well, let's see if that really is going to work. So the next days, the boys are occupied with stealing the ingredients for this pie and secretly bake this pie. However, Tom and Huck create so much chaos on this farm with their plans so that the Phelps, like the two that live on this farm, they burst out in panic over the rats and snakes in their house and all this chaos that is going on their farm. So, in order or taking into account all this chaos, Mr. Phelps plans to sell Jim to New Orleans again, as since his arrival, everything simply seems to get out of control. But in New Orleans, it would happen that he would fall again in the hands of Miss Watson. Of this, Tom and Huck are aware, so they need to keep Jim on this farm. So Tom plays his last trick. He insists fake letters to the Phelps, making them believe that some thieves are coming to rob Jim. Why? I don't know. Jim really finds himself in the same situation as before he escaped with Huck. He has absolutely no power over the things, and it's for us, for the reader, quite like cute to see how his friends try everything to free him. So, for Tom, it seems more that he is still like the little naughty boy, and I personally guess that he just likes to play all his tricks on the Phelps on this farm. But while analyzing Huck's personality, it gets clear for us that he finally broke up with all the obligations from society and simply wants to help his friend Jim. So he finally is on the same level with Jim. Yes, the next night the house gets actually attacked by other farmers, and the boy can't figure out who the men are or why they are being attacked. But anyway, the boys are able to escape with their canoe. The boys with Jim. They take Jim with them. So in this attack, it happens that Tom gets shot and he has now a bullet in his leg, and everyone of course is concerned about it, and Jim advises him to see a doctor. And this statement, to see a doctor, confirms Huck's belief, after all, that Jim is white inside, as he says, because like as slaves in this time were very superstitious, as we know, and yes, seeing a doctor wouldn't be their belief. But Jim advises Tom to see a doctor, so this is Huck's confirm that he is white inside. The next day, Huck goes and finds a doctor in town, and he runs, unfortunately, into Sela from the farm, like Mrs. Phelps, and he finds out that someone must have tricked them. Of course, it was the tricks of Huck and Tom. Then she refuses to let go Huck in order to find Tom. She is really concerned about his nephew. She still thinks that Tom is her nephew. I forgot the name, but as we know, Tom and Huck, they pretend someone else to be. But later, Tom, together with Jim in chains, they are brought to the farm, and some of the crowd want Jim to be hanged, of course, because he escaped from his master. But Tom has another trick, and he gets He gets better with his bullet and he explains Sally that Miss Watson died and her last will was to liberate Jim. Anyway, the crowd is quite concerned about the fact that Jim helped survive Tom with his bullet in the leg, so they don't hang him. Anyway, Sally's sister, like Mr. Phelps' sister, arrives at the farm and she realizes that Tom and Huck are not the boys they proclaimed they was. So she clears up this confusion, she identifies Huck and Tom, and of course she yells at them. But anyway, in the end, they are all free, and as the three friends, they have a chat together and discuss where the next adventure should take them. Yeah, happy end and all this. Okay, good. So, your very last activity for this trimester would be to make like a small audio where you express your really own opinion about the book. So it can be like, it should be maximum like 2 minutes or something. It's like something small. It can be something like a small review about the book that we just read, but it should really contain your own opinion. So you can actually say if it was boring for you, if you, I don't know, if you liked it, if it was cute, if it was emotional, whatever. You can really, like a review, it can really contain like your own opinion, how you felt while reading this book. Okay, this is the very small and last activity for this trimester. So next week, I don't give any activities or homework because I want you to feel relaxed and with enough space to prepare your big project. Okay, guys? Good. So, all the best and bye-bye.